Okay, I get the white pieces again.
Alright. I want to do the knight, possibly.
Last game he played
That's
knight
the same as
c6
last
in
time.
Inzovich, and we transposed to a scotch.
Let's just
Curious to see what he
mirror.
plays this time. Okay, just normal. I almost feel like playing a king's gambit. I think I will.
Okay, so I could take this pawn, but I also see that... Oh wait, that's not...
Maybe we'll get into some Kaiserinsky.
What? Okay.
Okay, he captures. And the main move here is g5, h4, g4, knight e5. It's all quite normal.
It's just a hard to defend pawn. Okay. So maybe a
Consider
pawn...
playing h4 if he doesn't play
that's really
h5
bad
anyway.
for the king side.
Or I might just play d4. And if he plays something like d6 or knight f6, I'll just assume that he's not interested in protecting the pawn.
Okay, let's... Queen can no, not there, but there.
Okay, queen f6. This allows me to play e5 with tempo. But I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I think I'll play d4 first. Or should I play e5 immediately? e5 seems a little committal, but it definitely stops d6, at least for the time being. e5 is very interesting. I don't know if I'm worried about this. I've never seen queen f6, I will admit. If I play d4, he's almost certainly going to play d6. And if I play e5, he just takes, and I think he's totally fine. He can play the pin later. So I kind of want to avoid that. I think e5 immediately makes sense. If he plays d6, I might just take. d4 is coming.
I'm gonna move off to the side. Or even no, I just take. It does that. So yeah.
Okay. So now I play d4. I maybe get bishop d3 with tempo, followed by bishop takes f4 and some variations. I think it's difficult for him to defend. Bishop d3, his queen already looks a little suspicious on f5.
He's got a block.
And not to mention that he's blocking his own bishop from coming to g4 in the future. So I definitely think queen f5 wasn't the best square for the queen. Probably queen g6
here, but
is fine. And just kind of letting go of this pawn, but eyeing the g2 pawn in return. This makes it more difficult for me to get my pieces up. So now I want to play bishop d3 and attack his queen some more. I'll probably need to castle afterwards. I don't know if I'll have the luxury of taking here and allowing him to capture on g2. Actually, he doesn't have that option. He has to play queen g5, doesn't he? Yeah, it looks like it. It's like one of his only two moves. So he does have to relinquish this pawn. And I think I have a better position here.
So we'll just move it out of the way.
Okay. I have some more tempo gaining moves, but I don't think they do anything. So I'm just going to play bishop f4. He play knight g6. I'll play probably bishop g3. And let's see, knight g6, bishop g3.
So
and the knight doesn't have any good squares, I don't think. So we're going to go for this. I expect knight g6. I expect d6. Oh wow, he plays knight d5, which allows me to pin his knight. But I don't know if that doesn't seem to do that much. But the pin is interesting because, I mean, knight c3 is coming. But there's no rush to pin. I don't think there is. Maybe let's see, if I pin, let's say he defends somehow, and I attack. I'm not really threatening to win anything yet. I'll probably just play.
Would be nice, but he's got to protect it.
Let's see, is this a threat?
If I can move
oh, actually, knight e3 is kind of annoying.
That diagonal.
Yeah, knight e3 is kind of annoying after bishop g3. I don't like it. Should I go for the pin immediately? But the pin is met by knight e3 anyway. So actually, I need to retreat my bishop to something like d2 to stop knight e3. Ah.
Okay, he stays on the diagonal. I can't do that. I can't push him. So let's think of something else. I haven't moved a lot of pawns yet. I always have trouble with developing the knights, so let's go for that.
I don't know, it's probably not bad. I mean, maybe in some variations I'm stopping this bishop b4 check, which could also be annoying, but realistically it shouldn't. And actually I want to play c3 and my knight belongs on d2. This bishop's kind of, I don't like the bishop on d2 as much. I don't think it belongs there. But in this position I think it's forced. Not to mention that my bishop kind of belongs on this diagonal. Because I've already moved the f-pawn forward. This looks like it loses a piece. After c4, don't I have d5? What am I missing here? c4.
If he moves his knight,
let's say,
away from protecting that square, I can take it.
Knight b4, d5.
He's probably gonna see
knight takes
that,
d5. I'm not. Wow.
Keep in mind.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so maybe I'll be a little tricky, and I'll play f3. No, I'll play a3. Should I be afraid of anything? I'm going to play a3. And my aim is to win a piece by playing c4 and d5. The problem with c4 is he has knight b4. And after I play d5... Oh, I thought he had knight takes. Oh, no, I just blundered. I definitely could have just won a piece there. And now he has to save his piece. I'm actually quite... Well, oh well. That's not a big deal. I definitely think I could have had a piece there. But, okay, so now he should play some knight move. I guess no, he doesn't have, yeah. So now he should play some knight move. d6 would continue blundering after this. So I'm hoping to see something like d6 or bishop e7, something passive. I think the best move here is knight to b6. I'm just saving himself from losing a piece.
Okay, he's preventing this, but I wasn't really planning on doing that anyway. That's to protect it. If I can get another... Oh, he wanted to prevent that. If I can get another piece that can threaten that, that might be nice. Doesn't look like I have that option though. Let's think about castling. There. Although he has a lot of pressure on that side. Move this out of the way. And castle here. Might work. But over here, he takes, I take. And I'm just castling into some war zone. I move here. It's a bit better, so.
Okay, so he doesn't. Which means c4 should win a piece. c4, knight e7, d5. Knight takes, I assume queen takes. And it's a piece for a couple of pawns. Knight e7, d5. Knight takes d5, c takes d5.
This might be bad. Okay. So,
Queen takes d5.
move out of the way. Let's say,
He has some compensation. Like, he's gonna get 3 pawns for the piece.
Here.
I guess maybe I have queen e2 at the end of the variation. But yeah, knight e7, d5, knight takes d5, c d5, queen d5, and now I'm threatening my bishop and the pawn. Queen e2 defends both. So maybe it's not so bad, and knight c3 is coming with tempo. And the nice thing is, I was right. I think I was right in my calculation. In this position, I can't play c4 because after knight b4, he's actually attacking my bishop. So I was actually correct in playing a3, just for the wrong reason. The reason I thought it lost. The reason I thought c4 lost here was I thought he could just take on d5. But the real reason it loses is because he can take on d3. So okay, instead we get this variation and d5, and he's certainly going to get some compensation for this. And here I should probably play queen to e2. Or I could play castles, can't I? Yeah, I can play castles in this position.
Can't take. So that. These are no's.
So he should probably take on d5. He's going to get like 3 center pawns. He's going to get 3 center pawns for the piece. The bad news for him is that it's an open position. I have 2 bishops. So I might still be very, very good, but who knows? It might not be the worst. Okay, he avoids all of that and instead says, I'm going to go for your rook. So here, I could even consider not taking on c6.
Maybe I'll get a pawn for my knight.
Or I could consider trying some fancy schmancy queen trap. Let's see. If he takes on d2, g1. Queen h3. What's happening? Rook g1. Queen h3. Rook h3. He has queen h5.
This might actually have some compensation because my queen is so close to his king.
I mean, I like it.
Although I don't see how
I like it. I'm gonna go for this variation.
But really, because everything else is so far.
It's a piece.
Okay. Take.
But I think he's right to try to make it more complicated.
He takes. I take.
Now, the question is, after he takes on g2, should I recapture on e7 with check before I do anything else? I kind of want to. I kind of want to take with check. But, am I helping him develop? I think I'll do this. Oh, I am opening this, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. Queen h3, rook g3, queen h5.
That's a no because of knight. That's a no because of knight. Any of these are no because of
I can also
rook.
consider something like this.
That looks like the only safe square.
So the point of this is to play something like this, which aims to trap the queen. While bishop f4 looks nice, it is running into some bishop business. I don't know if I want to be a part of.
Interesting. Could pin this knight, but he takes. I take.
Let's see.
Forces a trade, but I don't want to trade right now.
What, do I have bishop f1?
I want to
Still plays queen h5, rook g5.
Have my queen bother.
Does this trap the queen yet? Not yet. Gosh damn. Gosh darn.
Oh, interesting.
Doesn't look like anything really traps the queen, does it? Bishop h5, if I go here, he goes back. Ah, but now this... not to mention he can actually get out
Don't see a way to use that right
using
now,
this diagonal.
Also,
I don't know if I'm really trapping. Maybe I should just consider just developing, trying to castle queenside.
Unprotected queen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm trapping the queen, and this is threatened some variations. But after knight c6, bishop c6, bishop e4, bishop takes, knight takes, should still be okay. Not to mention I have rook g3 and so many variations. Probably rook g3 is best, no matter what. Knight c3, let's develop.
Oh, okay. So I don't there.
Probably queen e2 next.
Because of that. Moves his knight somewhere. I don't know. Say there. I take his bishop.
Very precarious
So, yeah,
queenside castle to follow. Right. That really looks like it traps the queen. That looks like it traps the queen so much. But, okay. Let's say bishop e2.
Also interesting.
Bishop e2 takes. I just pick up the rook.
Rook here.
Don't I? Maybe. Of course, rook g3 doesn't work. Or actually, it does work. Rook g3 totally works.
May
Because
considered that. Then discover. Okay.
After bishop takes h2, I have queen takes a8 with check. And now the queen really is very limited on squares. And I might even consider tactics where I can take on g4.
Say squares here. Also threaten his queen.
Not to mention, I might be able to play like c5, bishop a4 check, and pick up the bishop this way.
Yes, so say square.
Maybe I should consider this. I'm going to consider this. It's tricky. And his queen is not so happy. c5 with venomous intentions. And if he takes my knight, I take. And all the threats are still as they are.
Interesting idea here.
And if he plays something like this, I think I just snap it all.
I take.
And if he recaptures with the bishop, I have rook g5. It gets complicated, but c5 makes the game interesting. The problem is after queen a5, he actually has bishop d7. So I'm just being cute for no reason here. But maybe after bishop d7 I have bishop b6, but you can always maybe push the pawn. Okay.
See if he notices.
Now that looks like a fine, risky move. That looks excessively risky to me. So it seems on the surface to be fine because he's putting some pressure there, but I really don't like this move. Okay. So I guess check. Queen e2, takes, that's fine.
Okay, you noticed. But then we check. 2 squares. I don't want to block my
Certainly,
only
he should
attack.
play king b8 here.
This
I
is
think king d7 loses. Although I could be wrong. I was going to say I think loses for a variety of reasons.
attack, so yeah, this is safer.
So maybe now I take here. And I hope for some bishop f4 check, picking up the rook. This is getting sharp. I really should play queen e2 and castle, but I'm feeling so adventurous today. Very adventurous indeed.
Continuing. The capture puts me in check, so that's not good. He probably does that because of the fork. Although, no, that doesn't really improve because I just take. Probably won't throw away his attack like that. Okay, so take, fail. Okay. I'm going to do this knight idea, I think. Yeah.
I'm hoping he takes with the c-pawn, and I play something like e6, and then I play bishop f4 check. Actually, bishop f4 would be mate in that position. Oh, it would be mate in a couple of moves, but it would be mate for sure. So very, very nefarious indeed. And if he takes the other way, I could consider playing, I don't know, maybe like queen a4. Queen a4 is a good move in a lot of positions. You should probably take with the a-pawn. And if he, okay, he doesn't take. He allows bc7. bc7 looks strong. I think this is just mate in 3. It's mate in something. So let's see, bc7, king c7, knight b5. Okay, I can't not play bc7. It's just such a strong move. Maybe this is even stronger. Maybe ba7 check is stronger. ba7, king a7, bishop e3, check. He takes here, I play check.
Interesting. If I move
Hold
here,
on.
this can't take.
No, bishop e3 doesn't work because he has knight takes e3. And if I play check, and he plays takes, and I play queen b3.
I'm going to give him some time.
He has rook here. He's giving me time. He wants time perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because he's streaming too, I think.
What's his threat?
Or recording.
I don't know. I don't know what his threat is. It's really difficult for me not to play bc7 in this position. But, I mean, ba7 also looks very, very strong. ba7 takes, check, takes, takes, takes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here. Takes, check. Knight takes, queen takes, check, king takes.
I hope so.
I'm gonna go for it. I don't see the mate. I don't see the mate. But I can only assume that it exists. Something with this knight and this queen together to create a mate.
I just take again, which seems really.
Not to mention I can ignore everything and just play queen a4 and go for some checkmating ideas.
The only other option.
And I also have knight b5 anyway.
Just seems really easy for him to checkmate me then.
Like it just looks like I have too many things attacking. So knight b5 is a move. Queen b3 is a move, followed by knight b5. Let's see, queen b3, rook here, knight b5. takes is no good. Knight b5 takes, check.
Oh, I see what his plan
Goes here, check.
There.
He's getting out. His check tends to win, but I don't think it does. God, this looks like a puzzle now. Okay.
I can't save my rook now, can I?
I think I need my light square bishop to mate.
Nope.
I'm gonna go for this variation.
What? He didn't do that. Okay. Oh, he's threatening mate. Yikes. If I just take, then he can't mate.
So I'm giving away a piece. Kind of. But I'm threatening mate in 1. He takes. I might have some sort of check. Do I have this check? Does it do anything? He's giving me time. I don't want him to give me time. So I guess check makes sense. Also check looks strong, but this check, is this doing anything? Man, I really should have calculated what happens if he takes. Maybe he thinks maybe he's like totally fine. Who knows? Let's see. Check. Can't be a bad way to start. But I can't pretend that I know what's going on anymore. This check he just takes it. Bishop f4 looks like nothing. Castle's queenside is a move. Castle's queenside is playable.
Okay.
It's kind of insane how many tactics we're talking about here now. This is a very sharp position. So a check takes as a plan. That would be a very straightforward way to try to win. So we're going to go for it. I'm giving away everything now, and I might actually be getting mated.
Okay, if I move here, he takes, I might be checkmate. I move here, he takes, I take.
I guess I'll give him time since we're doing it this way. Okay, this can't be that good, can it? So do I take like this, or do I take with the rook? I should take this way. Just looks strong. Okay, I'll take. And the threat is rook a4 checkmate. Unclear how he stops it. Yes. One check.
Okay, that is mate. The only
I guess this check stops the mate.
Possibility is if I put him in check and he blunders somehow. So I'm just going to try it.
Do I have anything tricky here? I think I'll just move. I think he's out of checks. Because I'm controlling all these squares. And I have no idea how he intends to stop.
And I can block him if he tries
this move.
To do that.
Ah. He doesn't. He doesn't intend to stop it at all. Okay, but isn't this still mate?
Nope, that was a bad idea. Why didn't I think of that? Okay. He just takes.
Wow. Okay, that's just checkmate. Oh, it's not. Wow, he takes with the queen.
No.
Resourceful defense. Very resourceful.
Maybe he'll mess up and do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a check. And the trick is this.
Okay.
It's very, very resourceful of him. See, check, he moves.
Ground pawn, I guess.
Wow, okay, well that...
I think it's...
If this doesn't...
me,
if I'm not mating him
here,
I will eat my socks.
Just because I can.
Okay. This has to be checkmate. Let's see. Check. He has 2 legal moves. He goes here. It's check. He's running away. Let's see if I sack. He takes. I play check. No, he sacks. I play here. I want to mate. He plays check. And defends? No. How does he defend? Check.
Or he doesn't protect that. I take it. Or
checked. Oh god. Check here takes.
there, check.
Takes. Oh my god. Where's the mate? That is insanity, my friend. It's insanity.
None of it looks good for me.
Check takes. Check. I have no idea. I have no idea where the mate is. I just do not see it. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Can't take. Can't take because of him.
He goes here and I play here, and then the threat is this. He takes. He can't take. He can take with a bishop. He can take with a bishop. Okay, so I guess I pin. And then I pin. Oh god.
Take. Take.
So if he takes, it's just mate in 1, right?
Check.
There's 1 check, I think. Just the 1.
I think it only gives me 1 turn. Yeah.
So this check doesn't do anything. I really want to get this type of check in. So maybe I can move my rook here.
See what happens.
Let's see. How bad is this? Okay, well I have a bunch of discovered checks. This one wins a queen. So I guess I go for this.
Okay. That happens. This is mate with queen. This is...
In fact, this might be checkmate. And yeah, this is checkmate.
Also mate.
This looks like checkmate to me. Mate in 2. Oh, he has some squares.
At this point, I'm pretty much letting him show me his end game.
Oh, he's taking the bishop there. That would have been bad.
He likes puzzles.
Okay, so now I can't not. Okay, so now obviously I'm just winning. So it's embarrassing how long it took me to mate him.
Oh, can't move my king anywhere.
So now I probably played like check. Can I like maybe like some sort of checkmate like this? It's just mate, right?
Yeah, that's...
God, that took too long.
Okay.
Alright. That was something. Let's just look at it without an engine first. King's Gambit. Queen f6 is unusual. So yeah, he played Queen f6 to f5 to e6. So in that process, I got a bit of an initiative. Here, I have to play bishop e2, d2. I really should have seen knight d5. Here, this doesn't work yet because this picks up a piece. So I play a3, preparing to pick up a piece. And then I pick up a piece with some knight take there, which is an interesting decision. Maybe I should have left. No, I definitely should just take there. And here I'm not in a rush to play rook g3. Now I can just play it. And obviously this doesn't work because after takes I take on a8. Whoops. I can take on a8 with check. So instead he moves his queen and I start playing for tricks. Probably here the best, this is probably where I started playing bats because I think probably the best move is for me to move the queen and castle, but this just gives me the light squares again. Like I'm just opening up my light square bishop, which I think is very important. Play the check, and I even take. And again, this is maybe not the best. Maybe I should just play this and castle, but I felt like my king wasn't in immediate danger since this knight is getting in the way of this bishop being able to pose any threats. So I take, and the knight gets out of the way, which makes sense. And now this is a threat. But I mean, is it? So I take this way. The other option was to take this way, which is also strong. And both of them can encounter this type of attack, which is probably, in hindsight, what I should have done. But I wanted the king next to the corner so I could checkmate him. The only problem is I gave away my light square bishop, and now checkmating him is going to be a little bit harder. So I castle queenside. I'm giving away this rook, and he takes it. So I play check. Probably you should just take this bishop. But okay, instead, he just gives me, basically just gives me a piece for free. Because I mean, it doesn't achieve much. Just give me a piece for free. He should just take my bishop and allow me to take his rook. Because I'm taking his rook anyway. Now he has to stop the mate threat, and he does. And now I play queen e8. And I've got some terrible ideas. So I play this check, and then I move my rook over. And yeah, this is just a mating net, and I don't know what to suggest for him here. Maybe king here is an option, or just not taking the knight doesn't work. Maybe queen here is also an option, but okay. So check, and yeah, this is just winning a queen and then checkmate. I'm very excited to see what the engine has to say about this because I'm sure it's chaotic as hell. So King's Gambit, and already we're out of book. So queen f6 and knight c3 is the best move here, which is an interesting choice from the engine. I play e5, which the engine doesn't hate. Queen f5, yeah, probably just queen e7, and you're fine. Maybe even queen e6. Okay, knight e7. Best move here is d5. Makes a lot of sense, just grabbing space in the center. If I play f takes d6 or e takes d6, then I can't really claim much, can I? So bishop d3, queen e6, and bishop takes f4, which is not as good as castles. And here, probably, yeah, I should have just castled, but I'm a greedy person. Yeah, castles and then +3. Okay, knight d5, which I thought was a strong looking move, and I play bishop d2, which looks like the only move that makes any sense. This looks like it just runs into this, but maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe I'm just overreacting here. Queen h6. Yeah, I don't know. So I avoid all those lines, and he plays this, which does lose a piece. And the best move here is knight to g5, winning a piece this way. Wow. What's the point here? Knight g5, queen e7, castles. So the best move here is knight takes d4, and then knight takes f7. Oh, I see. It's not that it's winning a piece, it's that he's getting mated. What else can he play here? Like, what does he play? D6 doesn't work, and yeah, NH8 unstoppable. Yeah, castle's just so much initiative. So A3, just I lose all my initiative. Um, that's crazy. I didn't even see knight G5. Like, what if he plays here? I guess takes anyway, huh? Just castles. Wow, unbelievable, unbelievable. And D6, I guess take on F7 is strong, and then Queen H4, and not even taking on H8, just C3. Chases Rook. It's ED6, and this is just death. Wow, absolutely crazy. Okay, so knight G5 still works beautifully here, but I just play C4 and try to win a piece the hard way, and C4 is a blunder. Queen G4 apparently. Oh, hold on, C4. Best move is knight G5. Yeah, of course. So here, knight G5 is still extremely strong. In fact, looks like his queen is trapped, if I'm not mistaken. Because here, what's happening? Just castles. Wowzers. Yeah, this position is just insane. It's very difficult to evaluate these positions. I just went for the piece, and he plays queen G4, which is the best move. I was thinking this might look strong, but yeah, queen E2 I would play, and then bishop E7, knight C3, queen E6. I was looking at this type of position. But instead he goes for queen G4, and I play DC6, and here he captures, and I take, and play rook G1, queen H3, and here knight C3 is the best move, and I find it, and he moves the bishop. Bishop C6 is definitely what I was looking at. I was looking at this type of variation. But also like rook G3 here with reaching a transposition. So okay, instead rook G3 here, queen H5, queen A4 check immediately. Really? What does this do? Bishop D7, knight B5. Castles? Oh my god, queen A6, mate in 3. Easy. Okay, queen A4 check. So I play C5. Bishop E4 is also strong here. And if castles, I think it's probably queen A4, yeah, and it's very difficult to stop me from mating you. Yeah, definitely preferable. So instead, I do it the hard way, because I like doing it the hard way, apparently. And I play CB6, and the engine likes H3, which is a move I would never cross my mind in a million years. The point of H3 eludes me. If bishop H3, queen E2, why not just queen E2 here? Knight C6. What's the difference? Queen G2? I don't know what the difference is. What's the difference here? H3 takes queen G2, knight C6, queen E4. Let's say, okay, I see the point. Let's say he goes here, knight D4. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. H3 is unbelievably difficult to see in this position. And like I've got this, he's got this. This is all like H3 is the last move I would look at in this position. Okay, so I take and he plays this, which immediately loses after BC7, which I didn't play. I played B. So let's see the variation. King C7. Okay, knight B5, bishop B4. Bishop B4 does covered check, and takes here. We trade once, trade twice, and this endgame. I'm just mating in 5. That's the best possible continuation. And I was so considering taking on C6, or C7 rather. But okay, BA7 was chosen, and here queen A4 is the best move. I play here, and he takes the bishop. Queen C4 check is best, which I didn't see. What happens after king B7? Rook G4. Rook G4 makes sense. Okay, so this just picks up material. So this is not that bad. Similar in valuation. I castle queenside, which kind of loses valuation. Again, the engine wants to play queen A5 and pick up the bishop. Okay, instead, here rook D2 is the best, and after he takes, bishop E3 check is obvious. And if he takes, what's happening? Queen A4 check again. Goes here. Rook D8, and This is tough. Looking at this type of variation. I probably would have just played rook d8 immediately, which is not bad. So instead he played none of those moves. Played this move, which is actually not that different from the normal one. And here I take queen h6, followed by queen b6 is what the engine likes. Stopping it this way. And this is mate in 8, which of course I'm never going to see. So check. Knight d5. Knight d5, wow. What's the point of knight d5? Oh, it's going this way. Very interesting. Also, trying to block the queen. Knight d5 wants to block the queen. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I play here, and my mate's gone after queen to e6, the best defense. And here, if I take, probably I'm worse, or oh, it's still okay. Okay, mate in 6, queen b8's the best. I don't find it. I was looking like, isn't he getting away here? c7 takes. Okay, 5. God damn. Yeah, there's a million mates here, but it takes, of course, I find the slowest one. Yeah, I find the slowest one. Here, queen b8 as well wins. Queen a7. What a move. What a move. Yeah, difficult to find all these checkmates. But okay, I found a way that works. And here, his best move is queen takes b3, which makes sense. It's a mate in 9. Rook a5, rook takes d5, queen a4. Queen a4 is faster, probably. It's the same. They're both the same. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that was quite the game. That was quite the game indeed. It'd be interesting to see his side of it.